Okay, so I may or may not have a problem and be very excited about my new planner that I got. I mentioned it briefly over on Instagram and you guys had some questions, so I figured I would do a video on this. I have always been a planner type person, but I had never been a fancy planner type person until I discovered the Start Planner. And I am not being paid to say this. Full disclosure, these were gifted, but at this point I would definitely pay for them because they're literally a game changer in my sanity, in probably my health, and in my workflow. So I have had all of their planner types at this point, or I will by the end of next year. I have it now, I just haven't used it yet because it's 2024. So I honestly forget how I got started on these, but that was kind of mid, probably 2022. I ended up talking with Christy over on Instagram, who is the owner of StartBrands, and she is an amazing human being. The StartBrands business is also local to Atlanta, which I love supporting local brands. So had to add that in there. I started with the quarterly undated planner, which is slightly different than the annual dated planner that I have here that I'm using right now, using this year. I still have it, it's somewhere. We are kind of in the middle of a move, which is why there's more of an echo in this room because we don't have furniture in it yet. But basically that has a little bit more room side to side. So for each day you have a little bit more room, but you would need 4 different binders throughout the year because it's a quarterly planner. I really liked that aspect of it because you didn't have to carry around something that was quite this large. It is undated, so you can use like if you skip a day, you don't have to waste paper, things like that, which I enjoyed. But I did find it was just a lot of room per day to write. So basically you had, let me find a page here that's empty. You basically had your priorities. I'm hoping this focuses on the planner. Let me come over here. Basically you have the priorities over here, and that was a full page. I'll put a picture of it. And then you had the schedule, and that was a full page. Whereas I feel like I can get everything that I need on one page, and so it just saves a little bit more paper. That's why I decided to go with the annual dated one, and also to try something new because I figured I would explore the products. And clearly I just didn't use that Friday, October 6th. I wonder what happened, because that's really weird, because that's one of the very few days that I haven't used. But anyways, this is the dated yearly planner. The only thing that I do not like about it is the size, and that towards the end of the year, because I use it so much and because I do bring it to my book bag, this does get a little bit worn and a little bit harder to close, which is why this year I went with the A5 planner, which you have the snap version here, and then you have the magnet version here. So here's a couple of the colors that I got for this year. And then basically you have the inserts in them. The inside is gonna be the same as the yearly dated planner. So I don't really have to change how I'm using it, but the thing is now I don't have to carry it all at once. I can carry what I need, and it's designed for 3 months at a time. So a quarter at a time, plus all of the yearly things. So you can still plan for the year, but you don't have to carry around the whole entire full year. It also has like a spot for a pen over here and some cards and things like that. So you have extra paper, you can throw it in there, some extra notes, and a little zipper area here. I'm very excited for this one for next year to kind of play with that and see how I like that one. But at the time of filming as well, they are currently having a Black Friday sale. I will put the code that I'm not sure how long it's gonna be active for, but they're doing 50% off their binders. But anyways, when I posted how excited I was for planners, and I feel like I'm a genuinely adult now because I have now, over the last week, got very excited and too excited about these planners. And then also these are still sitting here. Cleaning supplies, not gonna lie. Like, I got way too excited for these things. Anyways, basically, this has your life all in one place. You can have your financial goals, you can have, a ton of goals. You have affirmation things. I will show pictures of these pages as well. 4 things, like a weekly to-do list, a daily to-do list, and then it even has like quarterly stuff to do for your house, which now I actually need to pay attention to because I have one. You can do your vacations. I don't, because I don't actually go on vacation, which is a problem. I don't necessarily use the front section as much, but it is a good place for like life organization stuff too. It has a little legend for what the daily stuff is. So I will sometimes put the water intake there. I don't always do it. This is a spiritual thing. Basically, it's like if you prayer, meditated, both, etc. I personally put my stress levels here, and then sleep. That is how many hours did you sleep. I personally use that little blank spot to check my bloating and like rate that 0 to 10. The supplements or medications, I do my AM and PM supplements. In that section, exercise, I don't actually use energy, and I do rate my energy day to day. And I do have to say, I've been rating that higher since we moved. I don't know if it's just general stress levels or the fact that we don't have a light outside our window. So blackout curtains or just moving out into the middle of nowhere, game changer. And then you can use like meal prep and finance stuff. So I will go ahead and give you an overview of a month that I have not used. So this is what it looks like. Mine looks like a mess. Well, we're not gonna show too much of that. But yeah, that is my content planning. At the beginning of each month, you have just space, and I will write down just random stuff here. You can do your groceries here. I personally just use this as extra note space and write down whatever, because I write down my grocery list on my phone. So you have plenty of space, and then you have gratitude space. I do a win, lesson, and goal. So a win from the day before, a lesson from the day before, and a goal for that day. And that's what I use that space for. I then, again, bloating is what I put here. That's technically for your sleep and how many hours you slept. Did you meditate, pray, etc.? I put my stress levels there, 0 to 10. Vitamins or medications, if you had them in the AM or PM, and or both, whatever. And then that's like if you got your workout in that day. I just don't really use that. And then my energy levels, I will write 0 to 10. You can track your food here. I personally just do that in an app. And then if you did your self-care. So I'll sometimes put a personal goal here or a cleaning something to do. And then my priority list for work. And then I will just use this space for extra work. I don't typically use it because I have my calendar online, but this just keeps my day organized. So that's how I use the day. Oh, I will also sometimes use the monthly goals. Where are they? So you have like mini goals for the month. So you can have a win from last month because positive reinforcement is important. And then you have like your goal and you have action steps, and you can plan those all here. I have done that in the past. I probably should do that. And then you can have your health goal and then like a budget goal too. And then your action steps. So it really breaks things down if you do need assistance reaching goals. Again, I hate to say it, and I never thought that this would be a game changer for me, but it really is. I am not sponsored by them in any way. They just gifted them to me, but they did not ask me to do this video or anything like that. So this is like a genuine recommendation. But seriously, I will link their website below. Check them out if you are interested in a planner or if you know someone who loves planners, because this is definitely a great gift for them too.